Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, my friends, is another edition of Sci-Friday, the fourth to be exact. And after having The Thing, Alien, and The Iron Giant rip apart my emotions and my intestinal fortitude, I looked through the list of Rotten Tomatoes' top 150 sci-fi movies of all time. That's where I draw all these movies from. Again, I look for the ones I haven't seen and put those into a list, and then randomly, in no order whatsoever, pull them out. This time I decided to actually not randomly, but manually pull one out because I needed something that wasn't scary or wasn't going to tear my guts apart emotionally. So I went with The World's End. My friends, I don't know anything about this other than it's an apocalyptic comedy. Don't know. Apocalyptic comedy sounds good to me because comedy's in the title. I know that Simon Pegg is in it. I know that Edgar Wright directed. But again, I hate to say this, I'm not necessarily a fan. I everything that I've heard about or seen, I've enjoyed, but I haven't seen like Hot Fuzz or anything like that. So I really don't know what to expect as far as style of comedy. But as long as it's comedy, I'm here with an open mind and ready to laugh a little bit at science fiction's expense. So my friends, if you'll do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy ding ding, that bell for notifications for any time we go live here on YouTube with any of our Star Trek or Sci-Friday related material. We would love to have you, my friends, each and every time we take this journey. And of course, if you'd like to get these a little bit early, or if you'd like the full-length watch-alongs and reactions, link to Patreon is in the description. Again, would love to have you over there, my friends. But now, it's time to hopefully laugh a little bit and have a relaxing Sci-Friday for once. We'll see. My friends, prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go.
Ever had one of those nights that starts out like any other but ends up being the best night of your life?
I have.
It was June the 22nd, 1990, our final day of school. There was Oliver Chamberlain, Peter Page, Stephen Prince, Andy Knightley, and me. They called me the King because my name's Gary King.
Gary?
Newton Haven was our hometown.
Newton Haven.
The aim? To conquer the Golden Mile. 12 pubs along a legendary path of alcoholic indulgence. There was the First Post, the Old Familiar, the Famous Cock, the Cross Hands,
The Famous Cock!
the Two-Headed Dog, the Mermaid, the Beehive, the King's Head, the Hole in the Wall, all before reaching our destiny, the World's End.
Oh, it's a bar! Pub.
There was drinking, there was fun, there was controversy, there were ladies, there were shots, there was drama, and of course, there was drinking.
We mentioned it once. Best to mention it twice.
Which is when it all went fuck up. Everyone got paranoid.
Usually does.
To Whitey, so we had to bench him. In the end, we blew off the last 3 pubs and headed for the hills. I remember sitting up there, blood on my knuckles, beer down my shirt, sick on my shoes, seeing the orange glow of a new dawn break and knowing in my heart life would never feel this good again.
Ugh.
And you know what? It never did.
Thank you, Gary. That was very enlightening.
This is like an Alcoholics Anonymous where he just made drinking sound fucking great.
You're disappointed?
About what?
Didn't finish it.
You didn't make it to the world's end.
Yep.
And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a party.
So I do think I see the theme here. Complete the pub crawl. Make it to the world's end and relive the unforgettable night. F. Scott Fitzgerald taught us you can never go home again. We'll see if they can go on their pub crawl again. Have they kept in touch, I wonder? I'm used to seeing Paddy Constantine leprous. That was my first exposure to him, was in Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon.
Hello, Peter.
Jesus. Gary.
The once and future king.
Great line.
Has,
Vanessa?
no, your wife.
Vanessa.
Yeah, has she?
She's good.
Oh, so they have not kept in touch.
What are you doing here? It's all right, Dad. We're fine.
Hi, Mr. P.
What's he doing here?
You know what I mean. One night, 5 guys, 12 pubs. Let battle commence.
You want to try that again?
Yeah, isn't that something you've always wanted?
Not particularly, no.
No, not particularly, no.
Even Andy.
Why wouldn't Andy be coming?
Well, I thought that after the accident.
Not an issue.
Oh no, Andy's hurt?
Oh, come on, man. Don't you miss it? The laughs, the camaraderie, the fights, the hangover's so fierce it feels like your head's full of ants.
Well, maybe the first two.
It begins.
Maybe the first two.
That's Gary King.
The once and future king. The only real line you can have if your last name is King.
We are going to make it to the world's end. Everybody's in.
What, even Andy?
What happened with Andy?
I am here to tell you that Gary King is back on the horse.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're back on the horse.
No, I mean, I'm back on the bike.
He meant heroin?
Yeah, you do. With Dr. Ink. You know, Dr.
Drink.
I got it. Drink. Yes.
Andy is definitely coming.
What happened with Andy?
And you convinced him how?
Here we go.
Mr. Knightley,
Felicity.
you have a friend here to see you.
I don't have any friends.
No, I don't. 5 guys, 12 pubs, 50 pints. 60 pints.
Steady on your fucking alky.
I haven't had a drink for 16 years, Gary.
Wow.
What are you doing? I'm showing you the door.
That's a gesture to the door.
It's a window. You can have that.
I can't stand you either, Gary.
600, wasn't it? Oh, I thought you should know.
What?
Mum died
When?
a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, God, you're lying, dude. You're lying.
And, you know, I love the boys like brothers, but when all's said and done, you're the best friend I ever had.
Oh, dude, that's terrible. If you're lying, that is absolutely terrible to do to that guy. Please don't be lying. I know he's lying.
Thank God. I had a horrible feeling I was going to be the only one here.
I reckon that's not the last horrible feeling you're gonna have today.
Oh my God, he's not even there on time to pick him up.
But this looks exactly like the car I sold you in 1989.
This is the car you sold me in 1989. Best 300 quid I ever spent.
This is the Beast. Yeah.
The beast still lives.
Well, then let's get this antique on the road show.
No. You're better than that.
I'm free
To do what I want any old time.
I put this on a tape for you, didn't I?
Yeah, this is it.
This is the tape.
Yeah, look.
Where'd you find it?
Never lost it. I think it's safe to say that Gary hasn't progressed.
Shit! Newton Haven!
It's tough to like Gary, everybody. Real tough. Real tough.
Commencing with an inaugural tankard in the first post, then onto the old familiar, the famous cock, the cross hands, the good
I wonder how
companions,
many
the
are
trusty
still
servant,
open.
the two-headed dog, the mermaid, the beehive, the king's head, and the hole in the wall for a measure of the same, all before the last bittersweet pint in that most fateful terminus,
The world's end.
Leave a
They have to be. They can't all be still open all these years later. Yes, I can't stand Gary. I unfortunately know too many Garys. You know, it was pretty easy to talk these guys into doing this pub crawl.
Come on!
The first post.
Until 1840,
Fucking hell.
this building was the site of Newton Haven's first post office.
Ah, the name.
It's like deja vu.
It's a little mild.
Crowning glory, is it nutty? Is it foamy? Is it hoppy? Does it have a surprisingly fruity note which lingers on the tongue?
Spear.
This guy's a hell of a salesman.
A man of your legendary prowess drinking fucking rain.
Drinking rain.
There is nothing ooh-ducky about being teetotal. About walking into a pub after a rugby match and ordering a tap water at a bar packed full of big ugly bastards wearing
It's tough.
That, my friend, takes confidence, yeah? I'm talking balls.
Takes massive fucking willpower.
She might have had a baby. Imagine that. A French kid.
It's pointless arguing with you.
It really is.
To kids, wherever they may be.
Oh my God. I know way too many Gary Kings. So how many beers do they have to drink total? A beer at each one, right? old familiar.
Yes, this is more like it.
It looks the exact same. It's kind of a letdown that, you know, I mean, I'm here to tell you though, shit does not stay the same from the 90s till now.
Your mum's funeral?
Yeah, she's not dead.
But we're all at the old familiar. Come by if you want.
Oh my God, is that a sister?
I told you I had a thing about salmon. You proceeded to try and get in her pants at every opportunity.
Guys, please.
I know guys like Gary King very well.
Hey, it doesn't matter anyway. Shaw's had a massive wide-on for Adrian Keane.
I hate that prick. Can we not talk about
Don't talk about my sister, right?
in relation to A, massive wide-ons, B, Stephen's erect penis?
All right.
Steven's erect penis. Can we not talk about my sister and Steven's erect penis? Please.
I'll have a vodka tonic, thanks, Stephen.
Sure.
Just gonna nip to the loo.
Cool. Nature calls.
Nip to the loo. What the?
Gary, are you serious? I haven't seen you in 20 years.
20 years.
What happened to you?
Nothing.
Nothing happened to me. I'm same old Gary.
Yep. Ah, pining for the lost love. Thank you, Gary.
Hey guys, do you know what time it is? It's not even 6. Wrong! It is high time we got onto the cock!
Is this one gonna look just like everyone else?
Oh shit, look who it is. Basil. Mad Basil!
Mad Basil. I saw him in the flashback.
You're barred.
I cannot...
Barred for life.
Much more of this.
Dude, come on, let's see the, I want to see the Gary, the arc here has to,
Tracy Benson on the right, so my process of elimination. That's Becky Salt in the middle. That's the marmalade sandwich, all glowed up.
It's very spooky.
it's very spooky.
Well, I, for one, thinks it's nice to see old faces again.
Aw,
Excuse me, it's taken.
guy's sweet.
Is this seat taken?
Who's this guy?
Yeah, it's not about the fact that he bullied me. That he made me miss more school days and chicken pox. It's not even that he forced me to spend entire lessons hiding in a toilet cubicle, or that he punched me so hard he dislodged my eyeball. And it's not even that he ruined a large portion of my childhood. No, it's the fact that just then, he didn't recognize me.
Shots! S-H-O-T-S. Shots!
What are you doing, Gary?
What the fuck, dude?
Shots. Firstly, Peter was talking about something which clearly made him feel very
No,
uncomfortable.
that's all right, Andy.
No, man, that was really heartfelt. I like that quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and find Sam with Oliver.
Okay, that's settled then, yeah?
You know what I think? I think you're jealous.
Why don't you just be legitimate here, dude?
You don't have what I have. Freedom.
You have nothing,
You're all
dude.
slaves, and I am free to do what I want any old time.
Are you quoting lyrics? It's frustrating because I've had similar conversations.
1990.
It's kind of creepy, dude. We're trying to take a piss here.
You guys look like you're having a good night, though.
Jesus, dude, this is weird.
Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Please don't.
Oh, don't what?
Dude, what are you doing? What the What in the fuck?
You need to explain this right now.
Dude! What in the is going on? Is it a robot? What's the blue shit? It's time for what the fuck, dude. WTF ain't gonna do it. Uh-oh. Why'd he kick the air thing? I mean, they seem strong. Are they super strong? Oh, you can rip them apart pretty easy. Oh, okay. Well, that just adds more foes to the field. Nice move. Oh man, putting up a fight. Come on, Andy. I saw Andy's actor in a show from AMC called Into the Badlands, and he was pretty dope. He's a bigger guy, and he was moving really well in that show. It was like all like martial arts. Look at this shit. They come apart pretty well. Andy, I chose well with the cosplay. Andy fucking rocks. What in the fuck is going on, man? What do you do here? What do you do here?
I've got full bars, I'm not getting through.
Oh shit, is this... Okay, so it's not an apocalypse? What is it, like an invasion?
Everybody's been replaced by one of these. That's why no one recognized us. Shane Hawkins. Exactly. It's not us that's changed. It's the town.
I mean, it's a good theory.
And that's worse than 5 dismembered bodies.
This is Newton Haven.
This is Newton Haven. Like 5 dismembered bodies is, oh well. Well, they're covered in blue shit, which is a lot better than being covered in blood. But the problem is, if there are any of those people out here, they're going to see the blue shit and know that there was a problem.
What do we do? Let's finish our drinks.
Let's finish our drinks? Oh, good move.
Andy can drive. He's teetotal.
Yep. Not anymore. I am Andy.
We've got blood on our hands. It's more like ink. We've got ink on our...
It's more like ink.
Thank you.
I actually like the cop. The cop was cool, man. Let him out. Didn't...
On a night out, having a good time.
It's the beginning of Cabaret. To-la-la. Oh, this is the Doors. I thought they were going to start Cabaret. So how do they need to figure out a way to identify... Same person's walking with the baby. She's been walking all day with that baby. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. They're just going to pound and leave. The trusty servant. They're all still open. I'm shocked. I mean, they've been modified and... Oh my God. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
You enjoy this, are you? Yeah, 5 guys on a night out.
What else does he have?
Have you got any drugs?
Don't do that anymore, Gary.
Oh, he knows him.
Hello, sir. But...
The subtitles aren't giving the other end of the conversation either. I'll be honest, I wasn't enjoying this movie until this shit.
Punch.
Thanks a bunch. What are you doing in the toilet, dude?
I suggest you get on your way.
I think that's the exact thing you should do.
5 more coming up.
Oh, they're back together.
Gary! Let's just get in and out of this one, yeah?
Oh, shit.
Does it have a surprisingly fruity note that lingers on the tongue?
Well, you're obviously a connoisseur. Then you'll welcome home, boys.
Okay, so he knows them or he's been warned of them because he said a lot of the same shit that they said before.
Or maybe they have selective memories.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Me. Maybe it's one of...
Me.
We need to be able to differentiate between them.
Maybe stop drinking.
Sam. Go to Steve.
Could you let Steve do this?
Fuck's sake, Gary, take her in.
It's all right, I'm not trying to have sex with you.
Why are we in the disabled toilets then?
There's something...
Why are we in the disabled toilets?
No bots. How about phobots?
You know, I think we should get away from the whole...
I like no bots.
He said that Newton Haven has been taken over by robots. Did you believe him? No, of course not. Did you believe him? What?
Oh, I hope there are no bots. Holy shit. Oh no. At least you can take him out, sort of. That's not gonna stop him.
You might think this is because I've had 7 pints, but it's not. It's not. I'm in love with you, Sam.
Oh.
Have been.
I love these moments. Are those feet? They are legs. This is solid choreography. Oh my God, this is super solid choreography.
Blue Bloods.
Blue Bloods. That's a good one.
We have to leave now.
Agreed.
Dude, I don't think whispering works with these people.
Basically, no one else has a better idea. So fuck it.
Jesus, he just... Unfortunately, I think that what's occurring or happening with Andy right now is what would happen with me if I decided to give up like Andy has. Well, I'm assuming this isn't the mermaid they remember. Who's the old guy at the club? Don't worry. He's not a no-bot. I'm a little concerned here about Oliver.
Not long after you lot left, people started to change. Just one or two at first, then more.
Oh boy. Yeah. O-Man doesn't have the mark anymore.
Change the way we think. Bring us into line with all the others.
What's the change?
Desire. Replaced in the name of progress.
Did she just swallow his wedding ring? Jesus.
Where are you all going?
We're leaving.
He disappeared. He never finished it.
As though they knew these three would fall for a bunch of girls in school uniform. Hey, who wouldn't? Am I right?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You're putting our lives in the hands of a crazy old man. He's not.
Come on, everybody.
Andy! Come on!
Here we go.
I have questions about a couple of the others too, to be honest, but...
It's not about shirts versus skins. It's about working together as one team.
Why?
A lot like teachers. Stern, yes. A little frightening.
Dude, you look like you did 20 years ago.
What Mr. Shepard is trying to say is that...
Yep.
Ah! I fucking hate this town!
Come on, Andy. Oh my God, this is amazing. Get in there and help him. He's up against the bar. Damn, he moves well for a big man. Come on, buddy. Jesus, man, the head's coming apart. Choreography on point. I mean, Gary knows how to fight too. Motherfucker! They keep trying to touch their faces. I wonder if that's like the way to do it.
Sam, this is no way for a family to behave.
Boy, that is disconcerting.
So disappointed.
So creepy. Andy is literally taking on like 50 people.
It doesn't have to be like this.
What are you? You're not robots. You can repair yourselves.
We're done here.
Yes, Gary. That appears to be the case.
What is this? What is this? What are they trying to do? We've lost some people here. Andy and Steve, right? Peter's gone too. Oh shit. Now we're not gonna know. This is like the thing. Now I don't know who's gonna be a fucking robot.
There comes a time you have to go forwards, not backwards.
These little moments.
We'll always have the disableds though, won't we?
Yeah, we'll always have the disabled.
We will always have the disabled bathroom. Oh my word. This is surprisingly fun. That whole fucking fence came down. That is 100% what would have happened to me.
Come on, we're the 5 Musketeers.
No, we're the 4 Musketeers.
You gotta find him if he's still alive.
They make a copy from your DNA. That's why he had his birthmark. He was new, like a baby.
Like a man, baby. Like a maybe.
Oh, okay.
Let me make it up to you, Peter.
please?
Oh, Peter. Damn.
We don't want to hurt you.
Fuck you, man.
Worth it! Yes, it fucking is!
Yeah, it is. Oh, shit. Peter, get...
Punch that fucking lights out! I think... No, there's too many of them.
You can't leave Peter. Oh, no, we lost Peter. Damn it.
Just think about what you're saying, you know, because you haven't been drinking.
That seems appropriate. Well, where's the Beast? The Beast is all the way back at the bed and breakfast. The woman with the stroller is...
Those fucking kids. Oh, not them again.
You can't beat them. They keep, like, putting themselves back together. Oh, shit. Is that what they really are? Or is that a supervisor? Because they were talking about the supervisor. Mr. Green, or whatever his name was. Reverend Green. King's Head is closed.
Gary. Gary! Gary! Let him go! He left you, man! I can't!
That's not Andy, though. I forget what's next. I know The World's End is the last one, but what's 11? Oh, Andy is the fucking man. It's a whole town. The whole town. Now they're going to see Pete again. Can they... What happens to the empties? Boy, a gun would be nice. Maybe? Now you left Steven. This guy is fucking great.
What the?
Steve?
Gary! Andy! Get the fuck in! You heard him, Andy! Get the fuck in! We have a bunch...
You're out of your mind, dude.
Andy! Go now! Steven!
God, that's disconcerting. Marmalade sandwich.
Andy, I want you inside me.
Getting his wedding ring.
Cheers.
Oh, that's so gross. It's waiting for him. Oh no, it's waiting for him. Who left it here? It's gonna be Pete. Oh no. This is so important to him.
There is a reason I'm angry at you. I know why you're angry at me, okay? But it's not my fault that you crashed that car. That's not the point. You let me down, man.
Yeah, man.
I would have followed you to the end. I fucking have. Stop following me.
Dude, what are you doing? It's the best fucking friend you're ever gonna have.
Oh, you've got your perfect job and your perfect house and your perfect wife. You're so perfect. She left me, Gary. She took the kids to her mum's 3 weeks ago. She said I'm not present enough. I am trying to win her back. God knows I am losing.
Oh, man.
To fight, because that is how we survive.
Such poignant moments in this.
Well, what's so important about the Golden Mile? It's all I've got! Gary!
Just let him drink it, man. Just let him drink it. It makes no sense, but just let him.
You need help, Gary. I got help.
Tried to kill himself.
That was supposed to be the beginning of my life. All that promise and fucking optimism.
It was the end. The World's End is like their HQ. Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, someone did leave the drink. Someone left the beer, the pint just sitting there. I mean, is there still a chance to save everybody? Or at least, I mean, I hate to say at least they're buddies, but at least they're buddies.
Gary King.
That is a weird voice. Woo!
We are here to enable your full potential, as we have with countless worlds across the galaxy.
Sounds like the Viltrumites.
Isn't that something you'd like? Something you've always wanted? Oh my god. I'm so cute.
I'm so cute.
Nah. There's only one Gary King!
Then you have made your choice, Gary, King of the Humans.
Gary, King of the Humans. I love that.
In the last 23 years, have you not marveled as information technology has surged forward?
No.
This is very cool.
Must the galaxy be subjected to an entire planet of people like you?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Here we go, Andy.
Who are you to criticize anyone? No, you might think Gary is a bit of a cock. And he is a bit of a cock.
He is.
But he's my cock. Oh, thanks.
Well,
2 drunk men.
3 drunk men! Stevie man!
is he?
Wait, you just said you're not here to conquer. Can I just ask?
Yeah.
How many people did you have to replace in New Haven?
That is irrelevant.
What happened to the empties? I told you not to ask that.
Redundant vessels are recycled, mulched, and converted into fertilizer, whereupon they are returned to the Earth to promote verdancy and growth.
Oh my God.
Face it! We are the human race, and we don't like being told what to do.
It's pointless arguing with you.
They fucked off! Yay!
Yeah, but is this like a self-destruct? Self-destruct, guys. And listen, your boys might not be mulched yet.
Yeah, shit.
Look for Peter and O-Man. I want to have a drink at the World's End. Is there such a place? Is there a real pub called the World's End? Because I desperately need to have a pint at the World's End.
Well done. Thanks a bunch. Had to go and spoil it, didn't you? Yeah. Happy now?
Dude, fuck off.
Did you find out what happened to my brother?
Tell you the way.
Yeah, but can we find him?
Let's go.
Which way?
Backwards!
Oh, shit. Go, compact car, go.
Wait now!
Go straight over!
Yeah, go straight over the damn thing. Oh, it is still blowing up. This is still an explosion, everybody.
We can make it!
How long can you make it?
Make it!
We're not gonna make it.
We made it!
Does it stop at the town limits? Well, that was fortuitous. The subtitle was all coughing. Yeah. I'd be all shitting myself, all vomiting, all crying for forgiveness. That would be the car I'd be in. So I guess there's no chance that you can get your buddies back. I hate the fact that Oliver and Pete are dead.
Everyone remembers where they were when the lights went out on planet Earth.
The lights went out.
When the network went down, it triggered some kind of pulse. Wiped out all our technology.
Welcome to the human race.
A week or so after the network pulled out, they just sort of rebooted by themselves. Trying to start afresh.
They didn't blow up with that?
People still need a roof over their heads, and the old Ollie always had a gift for the gab.
Oh my God, his head is a football. Soccer ball.
Stephen and Sam got together in the end.
Good.
As for Gary, I don't know what happened to Gary.
He became a king.
5 waters, please.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Me? They call me the king.
Shit. Good ending. Good ending. Written by Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright. Nice, nice, nice. All right, my friends, that was The World's End. Now the only thing we have left to do is talk about it. All right, my friends, we just got done watching Edgar Wright's The World's End. I thought that it was, again, let's see, how do I put this down? In selecting this, I wanted something that I thought was different from The Thing and Alien, like that sci-fi horror thing that I've kind of been into. And then I did The Iron Giant, And I thought The Iron Giant was going to be fun, and it was until it was an emotional gut punch. And so this one I actively sought out and said, you know what? Is there something that is identified as comedy predominantly or has a feel good type of thing, maybe? And The World's End, out of all of the 150 movies from Rotten Tomatoes Best Sci-Fi, this was the one that sort of fit the bill for me. So it was something that I wanted to tackle. I had never seen any of these Edgar Wright movies. And again, I'm probably getting some of these wrong, but I know like Hot Fuzz is one of them. I've never seen that. I know it's like police oriented or something. Like a collection of movies that just slipped past me, you know, if that makes any sense. I just didn't have a chance to see any of them. And this one seemed like it was on the list. It presented itself. It seemed like a fine opportunity. Okay, well, with that being said, what did I think about the movie? I thought that the theme of the movie was very, very poignant, and they did a good job of kind of wrapping the science fiction and the horror elements a little bit, you know, invasion of body snatchers type of stuff around that. And the theme being, you know, I've always said this, that you know, here in North America, there is a tradition that whenever you graduate from high school, when you are a senior and you're going on to become, you know, an adult, so to speak, that whenever you make that transfer, there are some people that enjoyed the high school experience so much that they find it very difficult to match those feelings again. They find it very difficult to find a time in their lives that everything else seems to pale in comparison to those years that they spent in high school. You know, and normally that, I don't want to pigeonhole anybody that feels that way, but normally people had success in high school, whether it be like athletic or academic or social. You know, they had their best boyfriend or girlfriend. They had, you know, they won a game for their school, or, you know, they aced tests and were just known as like the person most likely to succeed. You know, there are accolades that were bestowed at a young age that anything that was gifted afterwards or earned afterwards paled in comparison. And I've often said there's a lot of people that as soon as you throw your hat in the air at graduation, for good or ill, their lives seem to be over. And, you know, with Gary King, that's what happened. You know, he had the pub crawl, he had the golden mile, and then all that promise that he felt in that night of near success back in 1990. Thought things would be better. He wanted to build on that hope and that promise. And unfortunately, you know, especially the older I get, and now, you know, being an old guy, you know, middle-aged or beyond, it's easy to look back and say, it's kind of a silly way to look at it. You know, your life's going to have your ups and downs. But you know what? That's not the case. The case being, you know, especially with Gary, it just didn't work. Nothing he did could match it. It's almost an addiction. That addiction that obviously Gary had a very addictive personality. He couldn't move beyond it. And we got to see those things kind of represented again and mirrored, you know, in his friends. His friends were successful, but not they were outwardly successful. And by that, I mean, you know, Andy seemed to be very successful, but then we learned late in the movie that his wife had left him and that he had been experiencing a lot of, you know, speed bumps and roadblocks and hiccups in his life. It was by no means perfect. And then everybody else seemed to have something going on for them, you know, whether it was like, you know, Peter was working for his dad, who didn't seem to be a very nice guy, you know. And again, then we had a flash forward, or at the end, the very end, where Nobot Peter was there. His wife seemed to be mean to him, you know. I mean, so again, if it harkens back to the way things were before, it's just like his life wasn't that great. And, you know, Steven never had a chance to tell Sam that he pined for her his entire life. Now, and again, the movie resolved him as having a more successful resolution to everything, which I appreciated that. And again, you know, the mirror there being life's expectation versus life's reality. And I think that the Nobots, or the blanks, provided an answer to that. You know, they said, hey, you know, your life didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, right? You don't like it? Well, how would you like to be young? How would you like, in Gary's case, how would you like to be the guy that you thought you were always going to be, but you get to be that guy forever? We'll turn you into him. I mean, the allure is obvious in that type of, promise or that type of trade. You let us replace and you get to keep all your memories and everything. You're not sure exactly how that works or if it really does work. But again, I can see what they were trying to do. Some people, life just doesn't work out. And there are times when life is really bad and, nothing you do is correct. And I can see very strongly how the blanks answer to that would take root. And I think too, when they went through and they said, "Hey, how many people here are human?" 3 people put their hands up. I'd really like to know how many people volunteered because they said they liked that. They liked when people volunteered. I wonder how many actually volunteered. Like, you know what? Fuck this. This is not the life that I thought I was going to have, or I didn't expect this to turn out as poorly as it has. I would really like to try something new. And I appreciated that. I really did appreciate it's a very heavy theme, the lack of one's lack of fulfillment, a life not worth living, or at least perceived to not be worth living, and Gary, by the medical band and the bandages around his arms and his unwillingness to earlier show them strongly hints towards the fact that he tried to take his own life. And again, as an opposition of the offer that the blanks would give, oh, your life sucks. It's not what you wanted it to be. Allow us to correct all that. You have Gary King, who seems like the person that should jump at that opportunity. You mean go back and start it all over again and, be me from 1990 and have all that promise restored. You think that he would just jump at that opportunity, but he wouldn't. And that's not how ultimately I think the human race would settle in on something like that. And I found myself thinking about this during the movie. So anyway, that was the theme. But I found myself thinking about this throughout the movie. It was the Matrix, the original Matrix. And was it Cypher? Joey Pants's character, I think it was Cypher. It was given the option. Forget that that the Matrix is a lie. Go back, he's sitting there eating the steak. I know this isn't steak. I know it's not, but damn, it tastes good. I can come back. I can be I think he was a movie star. I'll be a movie star, he said. The allure is there. The allure, you will not know the difference. You'll be, it's almost like in Star Trek, the holodeck, how easy it would be to fall into that, to go into a holodeck. And I often thought about this, and I actually play a character in my Star Trek The Adventures game that has this exact problem. My character lost his wife, but he goes onto the holodeck to talk to an exact, like an AI manifestation of her. Super duper unhealthy, but it works for him. Well, he thinks it works for him. You know what I mean? I can just see that the addiction there when does it stop? You know what I mean? Do you want this absolute perfect, no bruises life? To me, the bruises are what make life grand. If every day was perfection, how would you know what perfection was? If every day was perfection, that certainly sounds, ultimately monotonous. So, I think it's the bruises that you get in life that really, really make you think long and hard about the wonderful times that you have, the goodbyes and, the good times and the goodbyes are the only things that you really remember. And you got to balance those things, and it's tough. I enjoyed the theme. At the beginning of the movie, Gary was so obnoxious, he was turning me off through the movie. But it was just done well. It was Simon Pegg did a very good job with the character and ultimately turned it around to show us a pretty deep character that was suffering from, a lack of fulfillment, a lack of promise, a life unlived. And everybody else had similar, but to a lesser degree, had the same thing going on, like something that otherwise none of them would have appeared for the pub crawl. None of them would have shown up to do the Golden Mile if they didn't have at least somewhere in them the idea that there was something left undone, that there was some part of their youth that could possibly be recaptured, that there was some part of their life that they could grab and take control of. And I love that. And, there was the artificial promise of the blanks, but it ultimately came down to the guys, especially the three musketeers, Steve, Andy, and Gary at the end, who were able to take what life had given them and ultimately make it work for them. It was cool. I mean, it was a good watch. By no means one of my favorite movies of all time, but certainly not one of my least favorite movies of all time. It was good. I would give it, if I was giving it a letter grade, I'd give it a strong C plus B minus, maybe a little bit higher than that, maybe like a B minus B. Not that what the hell does my opinion of all this take out? But as far as a science fiction movie goes, it was enjoyable. Invasion of the Body Snatchers esque. As a comedy movie, it was good. Had a couple ha-has and a couple hee-hees. But I don't think that it was so powerful on either side of the comedic or the science fiction that for me would make it like a standout. Like if someone said, give me the top 5 science fiction movies to watch, The World's End is not going to be on that, nor is it going to be on my list of top 5 comedies. But that doesn't mean it wasn't good. And it was above average film, which is exactly the type I was hoping to watch. And there's to be said for future watches, watching a bad movie can also be rewarding in its own right. If Mystery Science Theater has taught us anything. But my friends, that was a really good way to spend the little Sci-Friday. It was, now again, there was some thing-like moments in there about who's who and who's become a blank and blah, blah, blah. But it was done in a way that I was really able to kind of capture the theme and continue with the theme and not get kind of wrapped up in the tension of the imposters and all that stuff. Very well done. A couple really poignant moments that were acted out by kind of the supporting cast around Gary, around Simon Pegg. It really good stuff. And again, the guy that plays Andy, I've seen him before in a show on AMC called Into the Badlands, which was like this martial arts set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland type of thing. And that actor was in there. I think he started either in the end of the first season or beginning of the second season. And I saw him in there and I immediately thought, this is a big dude. I thought, is he going to be like a non-combatant? Oh, hell no. My man can move. He can move. And I mean, he's fluid and fast. And, normally whenever you see a guy of that size, you see somebody that's like strong and has sort of like a Western style to their fighting. Not this guy. This guy was fast, fluid, quick, incredibly impressive, incredibly impressive. It's like watching an American football player, snap a spin kick. You're like, Jesus, that guy's huge. How is he doing that? It's a true feat of athleticism, and it's noted, my friend. A hell of a good job. But anyway, my friends, that was The World's End. So if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy-ding-ding that bell for notifications for any time we go live on YouTube with our Star Trek or our Sci-Fridays, you'll be notified that we are. And of course, if you would like a longer format or to get these videos a little bit early, please go down to Patreon. Link is in the description. We would love to have you over there at our growing community and our growing library of videos. But my friends, I think that's all for this Sci-Friday. I'm not sure what'll be up next, but I think what I'm going to do is go back to the pulling the name out of the hat. We'll see what we have and whether it's scary or funny or in the case of Iron Giant, heartbreaking. We'll see what it happens to be. But I hope you're there to watch with us, my friends. So until next time, Vulcan roll, and we'll see you.